question. What
Okay.
advice do you think that you would give to women that are saying that, hey, I do want to get married or whatever have you? What is something that you would share with them to sort of help them keep that mindset, but actually be prepared for that next step that they're longing for?
Well, my first advice would be to know that marriage is not easy, that it's work.
Mhm.
It's work every day. But at the end of the day, your core should be look like a triangle. You know, it's
Mhm.
you, him, and God.
Mhm.
And when you have that triangle there, you can always go back to it. You know, that's your basis. And just know that it's not going to be, you know, cookies and cream every single day.
Yeah.
You're going to run up on stuff because life comes at you, you know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
when life comes at you know, you got to be able to not separate, but you know, pull each other back together. Like you can't say, well, I'm handling this. Just leave me alone. You know, that
Uh-huh.
kind of stuff. It doesn't work because you have to have both involvements to solve the problem. Don't look
Mm,
at the problem as if it's it, you know, because sometimes things come to try to destroy what you have.
that's true.
You know, so
Very
you
true. I
got
hope
to,
y'all listening. That's very
you know, so
true.
you have to protect that at all costs. So rather than attack each other, attack the
Mm,
problem
good.
versus sitting there saying, well, no, I want to, no, this is my thing. This is my issue. Because even if I come into the marriage with some things, I have to be able to say, look, I got this going on. And don't try
Yeah.
to hide stuff. You know, I got this going on. I need you to know before time. So
Mm,
then they can already have a mindset that that's something we're going to have to work on.
that's
But if
true.
you know, so you can't just come into a relationship saying, oh, he's perfect and everything is wonderful and good, and then a problem comes, and then you have to ask them sometimes, how do you problem solve? You when you're dating, see how they problem solve, see what's
Yeah.
going on, how they handle stuff. Do they run? Do they ignore it,
Mm,
or do they just hit it head on? Or sometimes, like with Anthony, he like to process it first. Me,
mm-hmm.
I want to go right in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, no, we need to take care of this like today. Like, I'm not going to bed until it's done.
It's
And he's
like,
like,
oh my
honey,
God.
he's like, honey, just give me a minute, you know.
Yeah.
And then he has to process it. Me, I'm processing and moving at the same time. And that's not always good, you know. But he knows that. So what he'll do is he'll pull me back in and say, hey, we're going to talk about this tomorrow.
Yes.
And as much as I want to say, no, we need to do it
Hmm.
today, I have to respect that he has to process what's happening.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get that. No, so just when you knew coming into a marriage, no, it's not easy. Know that you're going to have to work at it. Know that you have to be vulnerable and you have to be trustworthy as far as knowing that you can trust this person totally with your heart, because life will come at you. And like I said, there are things that come at you just to break up your family intentions.
That's
And so
true.
you have to be aware that there are people out there, even people around you, like your quote unquote associates. Um, you know, they may be saying, girl, get married, girl, go do your thing, do your thing. But in the meantime, they're sitting there going, I ain't married. I'm gonna just do whatever I need to do. I'm gonna still tell her she don't need. And then some people will tell you, girl, don't let your husband know you going out with us. Don't let your husband know that.
Oh, wow.
You have that, and
Yes,
they
you
what
do.
they're doing is drawing a wedge
Yeah.
between you and your
Separation.
husband or you and your partners, and you're sitting there going, well, that's true. Get girl, be your own you, be you. Well, I can't be me because we're now one.
Yeah.
So if we're one, then you basically the outsider. So now you're the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You're
And
the outsider. So
that's
you
good
you
right
can't
there.
you can't pull what's in here over here.
Yeah. Got
And
to
a
take
lot of
care of
people they'll
home
tell you
first.
that. They'll tell you in a minute that you don't tell them everything. Don't tell them what you're doing. Don't do this and don't do that. Have your she money and have this. They tell you all kinds of things, but what you don't know is it's drawing a bigger wedge that's
In
going to
between.
come to a head at some point.